Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Sabrar, and welcome to the Bass Pursuit.
Good one.
In this series, I will be taking you along with me through all of my tournaments in 2025. Now, I am definitely not a perfect angler.
No!
But every day, both on and off the water, I learn something new in the world of bass fishing.
See? That's why I change color, because they eat it like that.
And for those of you who truly want to become better bass anglers, I think you can gain a lot of valuable insight from my observations and my mistakes. So whether I have the best tournament of my career or I absolutely fall flat on my face, I want to record it and reflect with all of you guys. Because even though you can't win every tournament you enter, you can most definitely learn something from it. So follow along and enjoy. Lake Amador. Now this is a lake I haven't been to in about 3 years, and the guy that I was paired with has actually never been to the lake. So going into this tournament, we had our work cut out for us. So really, preparation for this tournament was trying to look at any tournaments that had happened recently to see what the weights were and kind of the overall synopsis of the lake, and just using our intuition, knowing where these fish should be, and just trying to put together the puzzle piece by piece. And you know what? We were coming off of a cold front. We had just had 3 days of an extremely cold rain, cold storm, and the day of the tournament was going to be sunny. It was going to be about 10 to 15 degrees warmer than it had been the last 3 days. And we're in pretty much full-on pre-spawn, if not starting to spawn now. So it was definitely something where we just had to go out and gauge where the fish were, figure out, were they shallow, were they deeper, were they relating to rock, were they relating to wood, and just kind of put the puzzle together. This video, I'm going to do something a little bit different too for you guys. I'm actually going to leave a link to all the baits that I caught them on in this video. I'm going to leave a link to them down in the video description below, so you guys could purchase them for yourselves if you are interested. But anyways, let's get into the tournament. So to start off the day, we headed into one of the first big coves off of the main lake. You know, our thoughts were they were probably going to be pushing into these coves as it's pre-spawn, going into their spawning flats. We didn't really know exactly where to start, but we decided to start on the first secondary point inside of that cove going into the spawning flats. I pulled out a jerkbait to start my morning, and it didn't take long to get bit.
Got one. It ain't very big, but yeah, I'll swing him. Needs to be 13.
On the jerkbait.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Wet, right, tied up.
Okay.
Yep, 12. We'll take it though.
Unfortunately, he wasn't long enough to come back to weigh in with us, but it gave us a clue that some of these fish might actually be shallow. We replicated this pattern. We caught a couple more fish on the rip bait early in the morning. I even got lucky enough to get this random trout right here.
Got him. It's a trout, I think. That can't be a bass. Yeah, no, that's a trout.
Wow. Look at the size of that thing. Wow.
Wow. Look at that.
That's awesome, though.
That is cool.
You know, that bite early on really keyed us in that these fish might be coming shallow. We ended up building off of that pattern, and we each caught a couple more rip bait fish in the morning, which was awesome to build the confidence to know that the fish were biting.
Nice. Good job, Michael.
Funny, I just threw that out. It's working for you.
But as the sun was coming up, it felt like the rip bait bite started to slow down. So I made one little decision that kind of changed the course of our entire day.
Got him. I can swing him. No, my worm. You better not throw that in the water. I'm going to be upset.
You know, that Nico rig fish was a huge, huge piece of confidence for me. You know, I love to finesse fish, and being able to get bit let me know that a lot of these fish are still in that pre-spawn mode, still coming up to spawn, and it really helped us build a pattern. My partner ended up getting a real nice one off of a rocky point on the football jig.
I'm right next to you here. Nice.
Right there. All right.
Nicely done. We'll take that right there.
Absolutely. On the pig and jig.
On the pig and jig.
And this fish was really the fish that solidified a pattern for us. Rocky points and bigger fish out deeper. Unfortunately, the other theme of this day was that the fish were not eating the bait well. I mean, even that jig fish that we caught, it came off right in the net. And I lost a couple key fish throughout the day, one of them being this guy right here.
That's a fish. That's a big fish. Oh no! Oh. There's nothing I could have done there. I don't know what else I could have done.
And this is going to bring me to the one major point of this tournament that I want to talk about, which is analyzing and adapting. So these fish were not eating the bait well, and I was trying to understand why. So, what went through my head? What did I analyze? What did I try to adapt to make these fish eat better? Number one, I changed up the color. I went from a purple in the morning to a watermelon red to what I basically ended up fishing for most of the day, which was a PB&J. And to be honest, although the PB&J proved to have the best results for me, I still lost some good fish on it.
Oh, that's a bite. Hold on. Got him. Yep. That might actually be decent. Oh my gosh. No! I knew it as soon as he came up too.
After making a bunch of color changes, I ended up throwing some Procure scent on that bait to really try and get them to hold on to it for longer, or at least eat it better. And to be honest, that didn't even seem to help much either. I mean, I did catch a couple fish right after I started putting the scent on it, so it made me feel confident I'd made the right choice, but then I lost a couple. So, who knows? It could have been good. And I wasn't alone in that either. My partner had the same thing on the baits he was throwing, so it wasn't just a me thing, but let me know what you guys think too in the comments. What would you have changed? What helps you get those fish to hold on to the bait better? So throughout the day, we kept catching fish, we kept culling up, and then my partner, about partway through the morning, made one critical change that for him specifically was a game changer.
Nice.
All right, now that feels good.
Okay, cool.
Stay down, baby. Stay down.
Oh, that's a good one. I'm right here.
Okay. Ready? Coming right up. Coming to you.
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
And that's why you throw the Carolina.
That's right, an old classic staple finesse setup for when the bite gets super tough. The Carolina rig. It was awesome just watching him work. It really was, because he was just going point to point, throwing that Carolina rig, and you know, it was just working. He'd get 1 to 2 solid bites off each point. It was great. It was great to see. And for somebody that finesse fishes a lot, it was crazy for me to get outfished that much, but I wasn't complaining. It even got to the point where I was unhooking fish for him and worried about culling, and I'm like, dude, you're on him. You just go get back out there. Get back out there. I'm going to worry about culling, get another fish. We had a lot of fish being caught. We even had this insane double hookup.
Nice. Oh, I'm on two. Oh gosh, I need to come up here.
Come on up, come on up.
Oh.
Oh, mine came off.
Okay.
That was a good fish, too.
Stay down. Mine's better. Mine's better. I need a net. He's coming up. He's coming up.
Oh,
Yes!
nice. Dude,
Yes!
that's a cold.
Yes!
Sweet.
Woo!
Ah.
Yes! Oh, look at that hook. Look how close that hook is to not being in that fish. Oh my God.
And at the end of the day, that Carolina rig came in clutch again, and we ended up making one more key cull with 15 minutes left in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think so.
Get him up.
That's gonna call.
I think
that's
that.
gotta call.
Whoa. Here. Ooh. Grab him. Ooh. Let's get that hook out of him. I'll worry about weighing him. You just keep fishing. Because if you're getting him on that Carolina, I ain't gonna stop you.
Okay.
With that, we went to the scales, and our 5 fish came up to 1274 total for our best 5. Not quite enough for the win. We ended up in second place. We lost by about half a pound. And to be honest with you, the 2 fish that I showed you earlier that I lost would have easily put us up above 15 pounds. So we definitely had the bites to win, which is great. You know, that is a positive to look at, is we had the bites to win. We were doing the right thing to win. But it also shows you how important execution is in these tournaments. Executing and actually bringing these fish to the boat is so important, especially when you know you're not going to be getting that many 3 to 4 pound bites a day. But all in all, it was a super fun tournament. I mean, we probably caught about 20 or 25 keepers. We had a limit in the boat by 8:30 in the morning. And for anybody that's tournament fished, you know how much of a relief it is when you are sitting there after an hour and a half of tournament fishing and you don't have to worry about finding a fish to fill out your limit. All you have to worry about is how to upgrade. So it was overall just a super fun day. I felt like I learned a lot. We made the right adjustments. We put the puzzle together, and you know, it worked out with a second place finish. As I said earlier in this video, I will put a link to all the baits that we used in this tournament and caught fish on down in the video description below. So go ahead and check those out. And if you want to buy them, these are going to be links to buy them from the Fisherman's Warehouse website. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Bass Pursuit. If you guys do enjoy this content, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.